On today's vlog, Walter discusses the weather, GoPro mounts, green tomatoes, being recognized as Pwalpar, the Griffin area sock shop, irritating ads and commercials, how to keep all 10 of your fingers, and what's for supper. Good day, viewers. Pwalpar here. Thought I'd step out here on the porch, do a little bit of a vlog. I got my tripod set up. We'll combine a couple of little videos here. Thought I'd talk a little bit today. We're starting off with my GoPro helmet cam on. I'm looking up here at the clouds. It was thundering a minute ago. I'm just kind of turning my head sideways where we can look up over the roof. It's looking pretty dark up there. We had some thunder and lightning last night, but we didn't get any rain. But just north of us up here in Atlanta, it rained 3 or 4 inches. They had I-75 underwater. Whole neighborhoods up that way got flooded, down around Forest Park, somewhere around there. A lot of cars got flooded. It's starting to rain now. We didn't get any rain at all yesterday, but they sure got it up there. It's trying to drizzle on me right now. Maybe I'll get my vlog in or not. Thought I'd sit down here and talk just a little bit. Discuss the weather. There's enough of that. One of the neighbors came down here yesterday and brought us a mess of squash and cucumbers from their garden. Big old butterfly out there on one of them zinnias. I'm not going to go out there and chase him. He'll fly away before I can get there. Let me sit down and talk. Thought I'd talk a little bit about my GoPro mounts and a couple other items. We'll start off talking about GoPro. Now this GoPro is running right now because I was filming the front yard. I can turn it off. Now I know everybody doesn't have a GoPro. If you do, you always got to figure out some way to use it, mount it. They got a million different ways you can hook them up. This little plastic doolally here, I just glued it on my helmet. But you can put those just about anywhere. And it's got a little holder to put the GoPro mount on. You stick it right in there, and you can point your GoPro so you can put it just about anywhere, hanging off a wall or anything else. But the thing about them, when you glue them on, they're permanent. I've got some glued over my workbench in the basement. Various other places. When you need one, you can't find it. But they come in handy if you got a GoPro that want to produce some videos. But we went to town the other day. I did a video about driving to the curb market. I hope I'm in the camera there. Anyway, I took this little new flunker here, this little GoPro holder, and put it in there. You use it for just about everything. I got a clamp here. It's just like a big, strong alligator clamp. And it's got one of them mounts on it for your GoPro. So I took the GoPro. I'll just pause the camera here and put it together like it was. Now, if you want to mount this, I've used this a couple times on the bird feeder. Just hook that big old alligator clamp on there, that'll work. I've got half a dozen different ways I clamp this GoPro. But the other day in the car, we're driving this rental Toyota car. You certainly want to glue something on your dash, especially when you don't own the car. A lot of people will glue their little mounts right on their windshield. I'm not one for believing in making a permanent loop flunker on the windshield if I can find out there's another way to do it. So I just took this thing and set it, the dash in the padded dash on the Toyota is fairly level, so I just set it up on the dash. And we're driving down the road with it just balanced there. And a couple of times it kind of wiggled and bounced around a little bit. Once or twice I had to pick it up and catch it. But it worked out pretty good. We made a fairly good video. But it's, it's real narrow. There's no bouncing. I mean, there's no way to stop it from bouncing, that little narrow thing. So what I did, I took and turned it around, turned the camera around facing this way where it'll go either way, that don't matter. So, anyway, I had it turned around the other way. But you can face it either way. So, I thought, well, there's got to be another way I could do that. So I got out my little thinking cap yesterday and got this little piece of stick. Glued a couple of pieces on it, measured where it would be about the same thickness as that clamp. So I just took my alligator clamp, stuck it on that piece of wood, put some foam rubber down there to pad it, to keep it balanced, and it'll sit like little outriggers on the canoe. It's almost like a little tripod. It rests on all 3 points. I think that'll work good for a driving video. Or you could just set it on a table like that. Turn it on and record. Point it whichever way you want it to go. It's not going to tip over. Just something to tinker with. That's usually what I'm doing. Always look for something to tinker with. Well, I got to watching some of these news YouTube videos and commercials, and I wanted to comment a little bit about that. Quit talking about my GoPro mounts. Yesterday we went to town. What did we go for? We went to the sock shop. We got me some new t-shirts. This is an old one here. We got 3 or 4 new t-shirts. Contrary Mary's having to wear a heart monitor. So we got her some pocket shirts that has a pocket where she can carry that little heart monitor. It's smaller than a cell phone. It's just a little thing about the size of a CD, but you got a DVD player. Not a DVD. Cassette player. Cassette players ain't been gone that long. I forgot what it's called. Anyway, she's got wires all twisted every which way. One here, one there. Gotta wear that for 21 days. She's still got 17 days to go on wearing that monitor. They might find out what's wrong with her or not. But we went to town to the sock shop. I'm getting off track. Stopped down there. Let me back up. A couple days ago, we went to the curb market and bought green tomatoes. When we got ready to use them, we didn't have the green tomatoes. Evidently, we left them laying on the counter at the curb market. We don't go back 2 days later and say, I didn't get my green tomatoes. So we're driving down the road here, going to the sock shop yesterday. See a man out there beside the road with his pickup truck. He's got a little table set up and he's selling vegetables and eggs and things like that. And I seen them green tomatoes. I said, there's the green tomatoes. And I pulled over there and drove up to his little parking place right here at McDonald Road on High Falls Road. We got out and went up and looked, how you doing, looked at his stuff, and he said, I know you, you're Pwalpar, and you Miss Mary. I thought, he's seen my YouTube channel. I'm in birds of buzzing around out there. I said, you watch my channel? Yeah, I've seen your videos. We got a YouTube channel of our own. Let's see, the Mills Family Gospel. The Mills Family Gospel. I looked them up. They do some gospel singing at the church and places like that. And they got their own little channel. I told him I'd check out his channel. And it just always impresses me when somebody recognizes me. I'm not famous. I'm just a big, old ugly man. But every once in a while, somebody will recognize you. So I guess I do have a little bit of people recognizing me from YouTube. It ain't often though. Rain still hasn't started. Oh, I was going to talk about one other thing that irks me. Commercials on TV. Especially, I won't name whatever programs. I'm sure you've seen some of these commercials. And a couple of them irk me. They got one that keeps shoving at me, said, "Are you a senior? Did you get your $3,500 to get free groceries and all this stuff?" And oh, first of all, who's paying for all them free groceries? It's got to be something they're milking out of Medicare or taxpayers or something. Groceries ain't free. But you get your little card and go to Walmart and get your $3,500 worth of groceries. In fact, we saw a lady down there using it not too long ago. Or using something similar. It just irks me that these little scams going around. Maybe there are some old people that really do need the money, I don't know. But just using, they got to pay for that commercial to be on TV promoting their come get your free card. Somebody's paying for it. I don't know why, but that commercial just irks me no end. Got a new one, another one that comes out. Got this guy buys this. Well, this ain't it. This is just a hedge trimmer. But he whips out this knife. Got this big fancy blade. I forget what you call it. It's got a hole in it. You can put your finger in there and twirl that thing around. It showed some guy twirling it. Stacks up a whole pack of. That thing looks like it would cut the hair off of a tsetse fly or something. And he just goes whack, whack, whack. Chops some cucumbers up. Slices a tomato in half. Takes an onion and goes. I can't think of a better way to cut your dang finger off than to get something too dang sharp to be using. And then you gotta whirl around like you're some kind of expert with it. If I got something that sharp, I'm gonna be very careful with it. I like my 10 fingers. I've had them for 78 years, and I'm gonna keep them. I wonder how many people fell for that thing and bought them big old sharp knives and wound up cutting off their finger and wishing the hell they had never bought that stupid knife. There's just a certain amount of commercials or advertisements on TV that shouldn't be. They don't take safety into consideration, I guess. Walter's going to keep his 10 fingers. That's enough complaints about commercials. I can name a dozen of them that hurt me. And they keep showing the same ones over and over. And Terry Mary's baking some chicken thighs and chicken legs with lemon pepper, and I don't know, she was shaking all the kind of seasoning on them when I came out of here. In there, putting them in a pot, sticking in the oven. We're gonna have some stewed squash. I think maybe rice. Something else she's fixing. Some sliced tomatoes, maybe. I forget what else. Oh, she made me one of them suddenly salads. Comes in a little box. You just put a little oil and some spices. It's not bad. I think they call it suddenly salad. Some little thing you buy for a couple of dollars, but it's pretty good little macaroni noodle salad of some kind.
We interrupt this vlog to bring you an important update on just what Walter ate for supper. Here's a picture I took when Contrary Mary wasn't looking. I had me some stewed squash, fried green tomatoes, rice, a couple of chicken legs been baked in the oven with lemon pepper, and it was seasoned up right nice. It was good. I made some buttered bread. That was just to get me started. I took a picture of them fried green tomatoes on the stove, and I got a close-up of them fried green tomatoes are cooking. Believe you me, they was downright tasty. That's what we're having for dinner today. What else do I want to talk about? When I go back to town, I'm sure going to try out my little outrigger GoPro mount. Oh, I know what I want to talk about. I called the body shop down there by Contrary Mary's car, and they said the car was totaled. The repairs came to more than it would cost, so the car's been totaled. And they had notified Allstate. This was Thursday or Friday. They notified Allstate that the car was totaled. But I have yet to hear from Allstate. I guess they'll call me at their own special convenience. And then we got to figure, I don't think Contrary Mary would have wanted to drive that car anymore anyway. Most people, when something's been patched back together, it ain't never like it was new. We got to decide what kind of car we are going to get. We definitely have to get a new car. I hear the thunder rolling in the distance, and I done rambled on about a whole lot of nothing here. So I'll cut it a little short. We'll call this vlog done for now. Appreciate y'all listening to me ramble and carry on. I'm sure there was something else I probably should have mentioned, but I didn't. Y'all have a good day. I hope your weekend is going well. Pwalpar, we'll catch y'all another time.